CBS Radio brings you The Couple Next Door, written by Peg Lynch and starring Peg Lynch and Ethel Bunce.
Oh, golly. Oh.
Here.
Yeah, all right. I'll get right up.
It's not the alarm, it's the phone.
Oh.
Grab it before it wakes the children, will you?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, golly. Hello? Hello? Yeah. Who's this? Oh, hi, Harry. Well, yeah, we were asleep, but that's okay. What's the matter? Huh? Who said what? Oh, yeah. Well, that was, wait a minute, I can't think. Hold on, will you, Harry? Hold on, just, dear. Dear, who said water everywhere, nary a drop to drink?
What?
Who said water everywhere, nary a drop to drink?
Who wants to know?
Harry Colton.
It's 1:30 in the morning.
All right, Frank, it's all right. They're having a party, I guess. A little argument came up about some quotations.
Why call us?
Well, he remembered we had a book of quotations, and he wants to settle a bet. Now, who said water everywhere, nary a drop to drink? Who was that?
Well, if Harry Colton would stick to water, he wouldn't be calling people up at 1:30 in the morning.
Oh, Donnie, who said it?
I said it. I think it's terrible. Look at that 1:30.
Donnie, he is settling a bet. Harry, look, I'll have to go downstairs and get the book of quotations, and I'll call you back, huh?
Honestly, 1:30 in the morning.
Think what a great comedy of errors Shakespeare could have written had he but known Gracie Allen. It staggers the imagination just to consider it. Well, even without Shakespeare, Gracie can stagger the imagination, dissolve the most serious-minded listener into laughter. And that's what she's doing these nights on CBS Radio on the George Burns and Gracie Allen Show. Every night, Monday through Friday, Burns and Allen recreate their unforgettable vaudeville routines. And that's only part of the fun parade. Joining Burns and Allen in CBS Radio's full-hour evening comedy time are Andy Griffith, star of Broadway's Destry Rides Again, that zany two-man comedy gang, Bob and Ray, and, of course, those longtime maestros of the comic situation, Amos and Andy, with their rascal in chief, the Kingfish. Tune them all in. Burns and Allen, Bob and Ray, Amos and Andy Griffith. The evening sound of CBS Radio comedy time.
For heaven's sakes, what are you doing downstairs here?
Well, I'm looking for our book of quotations, and I have looked through every darn bookcase in this house. Where is it?
Well, I don't know, dear. It's here someplace.
Well, darling, you don't have to look. I told you to go back to sleep.
Well, I couldn't. Just been lying there trying to think. The more I tried to go to sleep, the wider awake I got, mumbling to myself. Water everywhere, nary a drop to drink.
Yeah.
Finally thought of what it is. Coleridge. Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner by Samuel Coleridge.
Oh, yes, for heaven's sake.
I think your friend Harry has the quotation wrong. I don't think it's nary a drop to drink. I think we looked it up once before and discovered that isn't the line, didn't we?
Yes. Isn't it
water
everywhere, never a drop to drink?
No, that's not.
Yes, it is.
No,
I'm sure it is.
No, I think it's water everywhere, nor any drop to drink.
No,
Nor.
honey, that's not right. That doesn't make any sense. Nor.
Yes, it does. I think it's right. Anyhow, I know Coleridge is right. He wrote us, so call your friend and let's get back to bed, huh?
Well, I got to find the book of quotations and verify it. Harry's got a bet. He's got a couple of others he wants to know, too. So, now look, where is that book? Do you know?
Honey, I haven't thrown it out. It must be here.
Well.
Honestly, I don't understand you at all. Ordinarily, you'd be furious. Just furious. At somebody waking you up like this for anything so idiotic at this hour. And you have to get up so early, and here you are. You were so pleasant and agreeable to Harry, as though it were the customary thing to go prowling around a cold house in the middle of the night looking for a book
now,
of
look,
quotations.
I owe Harry a favor. He's been very nice to me.
How? What did he do?
Well,
What favor did Harry Colton ever do for you?
Well, as a matter of fact, I can't remember. But I know he did, and I was very grateful. Some business thing, I guess. I don't know, ages ago. Anyhow, when he said, you told me to call if you could ever do me a favor, so here it is, he says. So I got to do it. I mean, it's one of those things.
Well, I guess if he said that. Well, what are the other quotations he wants to know?
Well, I got one of them.
Yeah.
Little learning is a dangerous thing.
Oh, I know
Shakespeare,
that.
but I don't know. It's from Shakespeare, but I don't know what play it is.
No, that's not Shakespeare.
Little learning is a dangerous thing?
No, Shakespeare did not say that.
He certainly did.
Well, he may have said it, dear. He didn't say it first. And the reason I know is because I got it wrong once on a test in school, and the teacher made me look it up so I'd remember it.
Well,
I don't remember what it was I remembered.
Oh. Education's a great thing, isn't it?
I don't think it matters if you remember everything you're taught. One of my teachers always said the important thing is to know where to look it up. You know, how to find the information.
All right, we know where to look it up,
things.
the book of quotations. Now we can't find the book. So the answer to that is we should have our bookcases organized. The books are all placed alphabetically, the way libraries are. Maybe we could even have a card index file.
Fine,
yeah,
let's do that in our spare time, shall we, dear?
Yeah.
Nothing else to do?
Yeah.
Alexander Pope.
Huh?
A little learning is a dangerous thing comes from his essay on criticism. I knew I'd remember it.
You're positive?
Yeah, I am. We better verify it, I guess, anyhow, when we find the book. Now, who else?
Here, man's love is of man's life a thing apart, 'tis woman's whole existence. That, I know, is Lord Byron.
No, I don't think so, dear. I think it's either Keats or Shelley. Shelley.
Well, look, you don't think so. I know so. It's Lord Byron.
No,
it's one
dear,
of the few I happen to remember because I always thought it was so true, you know. It's from Byron's Don Juan.
No, I don't think so. I know Shelley wrote... What do you mean it's so true?
Turn that lamp up, will you, honey, a little higher so I can check the books on that top shelf again?
What do you mean it's so true?
Huh? Well, I mean the quotation. Oh, boy, when did you last dust the top shelf up here?
Hand me the paper you wrote the quotations on. Thank you. Man's love is of man's life a thing apart, 'tis woman's whole existence. You think that's true?
Yeah, move the lamp over, will you, honey, so I can see up here? Yeah, I think there's a lot of truth in that. Uh-huh.
You mean our love, our marriage, means more to me than it does to you?
Oh, why?
My love for you is my whole existence, but your love for me is just a little something extra in your life.
Oh, honey, no, I didn't say that.
Well, you didn't say it, but if you think this is true, that's what the quotation says. What did you mean then?
Oh, honey, look, I
Don't
just...
fall off the chair. Look
Honestly,
out.
All right, you exaggerate everything. So I only meant there's a grain of truth in it. When a woman falls in love and gets married, she's wrapped up in her house and her children and her husband. I mean, that's her whole life. Don't you understand? I mean, everything she does is related to her house, her children, her husband. But with a man, it's different. I mean, he loves his wife, his children, his home, too, and all that. But, I mean, he also has other interests.
What?
Well, I don't mean romantic interests, necessarily. I mean, he lives in a business world and a sports world. Well, it's hard to explain, honey, but now, if a woman buys a new hat, for instance, she thinks, will my husband like it? And if she goes marketing, she thinks, well, what would my husband like to eat? And if a woman goes anywhere to the bridge club or women's club or the movies or a trip, she's anxious to get home to tell her husband all about it, you know, right?
Well, yes, that's true, I guess. I don't think I do much of anything without relating it to you somehow. Men are different?
Oh, well, yes.
You don't think about me at all when you're away from me.
Oh, honey, no, I didn't say that at all. Why do you always twist everything? When a man has a job, he concentrates on his work. That's what I mean. When he plays golf, he concentrates on his game. Don't you see the difference?
No. Do you mean to tell me that in all the time it takes a man to go around an 18-hole golf course, he hasn't got a minute to give his wife a passing thought?
Well, honey, that isn't the point. I mean, why should he think of his wife? He's playing golf. If he's going to play a decent game, he's got to keep his mind up. Wait a minute, will you come back here?
There's your book of quotations right in the middle of the second shelf. I'm surprised it didn't bite you. I'm going to bed. Good night.
Oh, no, honey, wait a minute, will you? Honey. Now, honey, listen, will you please?
If you've looked up the quotations, you better call your friend Harry, it's 2:30, and I'd like to get some sleep.
But now, look, this will not take a minute now. If you'll just... Don't go to sleep now. I want to explain to you what I meant. It doesn't mean a man doesn't love his wife just as much as she loves him. Just because he concentrates on what he's doing at the moment.
Even when I vacuum the living room, I'm thinking about you. I think, I want the house to look nice when he comes home. Just gives me a funny feeling, that's all. Think you don't think about me at all at the office?
Well, look, I'm working for you, aren't I? I'm working to support you, to give you things, to feed you and clothe you, to take care of you. Everything I do is basically for you, now, isn't it?
Yes, I guess that's
true. All right. See, now, even when I play golf, darling, I'm getting exercise, so I stay healthy, so you don't have to look for a second husband.
You.
Sure. Pete sakes, didn't I dial the right number? What's going... Hello? Oh, hi. Lorraine, look, can I speak to Harry? I got the information. Asleep? Well, wake him up. Certainly I know what time it is. He called me and asked me to... Hello? How do you like that? That Lorraine balls me out for calling at this hour of the night and then hangs up on me. How do you like that?
Well, it has been an hour since he called you. Nerve. I guess he thought you went back to sleep and forgot about the quotations. How'd we do, by the way?
Like that.
Huh?
Well, we were right. Coleridge, Pope, and Byron.
Oh, good.
Yeah, like that. Doesn't that give you a pain? He calls me up. He gets both of us awake. Downstairs, ransacking the bookcase for him. Then his wife says she certainly will not wake him. Who do I think I am, calling anybody at this hour? Boy, I tell you, it takes all kinds, I guess. Here I am doing him a favor, see? Oh. Hey, wait a minute. I know what favor he did me.
What?
Harry is the one whose brother had a friend who had a friend. That's how we got our lawn chairs wholesale.
Why, we had all sorts of trouble over those chairs. In the end, we hardly saved a thing, as I recall.
Saved? Look, it cost us money, for heaven's sakes. We had those trucking charges, and I had to send that friend a box of cigars or something.
That's right.
Oh, look, you never get something for nothing. Why? Wouldn't you think we'd learn that?
You gotta get to sleep. You've got to get up so early.
Yeah.
Do you have my picture on your desk at the office?
Huh? Picture? No, you took it away. Said it was an old one. You didn't like it.
Well, I'll have some new ones taken with the children, just to help you think of us during the day.
Oh, boy. I'll never hear the end of this. I can see that.
Good things begin to happen whenever you have good hot Campbell soup.
Here's a snappy weather snack that satisfies those teenage appetites. Good hot Campbell's chicken noodle soup. It warms them up, makes good things begin to happen. Satisfaction happens as they dip into this delicious soup. Good enriched egg noodles and tender chicken in a tempting warming broth. Good hot Campbell's chicken noodle soup. It's good. Nourishing good. Have you had your soup today? The Couple Next Door stars Peg Lynch and Ethel and Bunce.